More impressions videos, I guess.
Why not?
Kid Icarus.
It's pretty much been, it's pretty much obvious at this point that we all have the game at this point. Some of us
Na-
have played
na-
it
na-
more than
na-
others.
na- na- na-
So
na-
with
na-
that said, I am very much looking forward to Super Batch Sisters.
I love that quote. In fact, I'm going to say that I really liked a lot of the dialogue in the game.
Yes. That was actually one of the things I was very surprised. I didn't
Oh
think...
look, a treasure box. You realize it's a trap, right? I mean, who'd be stupid enough to leave this treasure open?
If I see a treasure box, I have to go get it. It's like,
what are you, stupid or something? I can't help it. I see a treasure box, I open it.
open. It's like, okay, let's see.
Hey, don't those guys kind of look like Metroid? Stop!
No.
This gaming universe and that gaming universe have nothing to do with each other.
I automatically did think of Metroid when I saw them. I'm like,
They're supposed to be.
Metroid?
They're supposed to be Metroids.
Yeah, they're supposed to be Metroids.
I saw, yeah, in fact, I think a lot of the times in the game I thought were a bunch of shout-outs or homages to the other games.
Well, there's a lot of shout-outs just to video games in general.
Yeah.
There's the quote, like, I guess somebody played Donkey Kong.
Back in the 80s, this was Thanatos' look.
Yeah. And it's like, ugh.
By the way, Thanatos is incredibly flamboyant.
Oh my god,
well,
I know.
You've met Hades, right? Hades
No,
is just-
he's
I
more...
haven't gotten
he's-
there yet, damn.
Hades is more pretty boy. Thanatos is
Just
more
for
flamboyant.
clarification, we've all played the game, but I don't think any of us have beaten it yet.
No, Ted has.
I just got the Thantos and I kept falling in the because of bad timing. I'm like, god
Yeah,
damn.
I think I'm the only one here who's beaten the game. So
Yeah, I saw your
I'm
tweet.
I'm
and
on
I'm like,
mission 15.
yeah,
I saw your tweet and I'm like, oh my god, he's beaten it already? Jesus Christ.
It's a pretty long game.
No,
There's 20...
don't take that. No, don't take it that like it's a good thing. I just have no life and no friends.
Aw, I'll be your friend. In fact, I don't know if you ever got my comment, but I said, Ted, I'd so battle you.
Oh, thank
I
God you
haven't
said
actually
battle.
been able to go online with Kid Icarus yet. My school's internet sucks and I can't connect to the server.
I've
I'm gonna try again.
No,
Maybe
I've
it'll
actually,
work tomorrow.
I've actually done the online thing, and Jesus Christ, these people are like, my goodness, they kick ass, and I'm
Monsters.
just, yes,
As such, you should have, as such is the case with any game that has only a multiplayer.
I'm like,
And they're
Jesus,
all Koreans.
they kind of are.
Well, they
That or some,
probably have super awesome weapons like my 6-star ranged
But you do-
laser
you have
staff.
to- you
Yeah,
know
you
the- you know-
bastard, Ted. I have
you
a
know
four
how
and a
the video
half.
game.
actually, Lou,
You know how video game rankings go nowadays. It's amateur, master, and Asian.
Yeah.
well, actually, no. I could get the
Yeah,
same.
my favorite pick of the day today was StarCraft match. Showed a guy and like two other random guys, and then the next three were all in Koreans, and just showed the picture of him going fuck.
No, I think there was actually one who could have been Russian or something. I'm like, and he kicked my ass, and I'm like, okay, maybe I just suck.
Well, you've only gone to what chapter?
I think what chapter was it?
Thanatos is like 7.
7
Yeah, I
or
believe
8.
so.
So
Yeah.
you really need to beat the game before you have weapons enough to really be competitive.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm trying to.
I just spammed like the first 2 missions on like 7 or higher difficulty, and I got some good things to move on
See,
with.
curiosity bit me in the ass, and I attempted the
Yeah.
first level on the highest intensity. And
Dude,
I got my ass
why?
handed to
What's
me.
wrong with you?
Because I was curious, because I was thinking,
Curiosity.
okay, like maybe this really isn't so bad at all. The controls are a bit fidgety at first, but they you get used to them. So I cranked up the cauldron levels all the way to all the way to the maximum, and I died within the first 10 seconds.
I don't know how anybody could beat anything on level 9 with like the default weapon.
No,
so-
I mean I'm doing pretty good. I have a 4.5 range 4 melee bow.
Let me see. I've done a 6, 5, 4, 5. Up to 6.
I hang out around 5.
I was in the 4 to 5.
There's usually only one room that really kicks my ass, but everything else I do fine, which is stupid.
Yeah.
I usually just die a bunch, mostly just because I don't know what's coming. Because it's like I'll go up to a treasure chest, it'll end up being fake, and those fake treasure chests can kick your ass. So
Yeah.
Was that the
I just-
one with the legs?
yeah, the one with the
Oh,
legs.
jeez.
That kick your ass because Pit doesn't get invincibility frames for whatever reason. So it's
Damn
just
it.
like I have to remember where all the fake treasure boxes are before I can beat the level on any sort of decent intensity.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty sure it's only because I'm still pretty early in the game. I'm only out on chapter 4. Yeah, again, I haven't really played that
Okay.
much, but I feel that
you're at the Reaper.
of all my experience with Smash Brothers, I haven't died yet so far into the game yet.
It takes until like mission.
Yeah.
You have to get to like Medusa's level before you dying becomes a problem.
Well, John, what intensity are you hanging out around?
Well, at first I started at the default one, which was 2. Yeah,
Okay.
the first level like that, and because I haven't been, of course, according to the game, since I've been playing well enough, I'm now bumped up to 5.
Woo!
Yeah, 5 is
So-
where most of us are probably going to be hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
probably.
The stakes are obviously higher. The damage output is increased, but the controls very much Smash Brothers in a 3D plane.
That's what I felt too. Yeah. In fact,
Except
I
for
don't
the
know
camera sucks.
Well, yeah.
It's just a little bit too close to Pit.
Yeah, I'm like, can I just have a lock on so I can shoot this motherfucker? Stay still.
No, more like I get blindsided. The camera's too close
that
and it
too.
swivels around too
Oh yeah.
clumsily that I'm shooting at one guy and then another guy pops up behind me and twats me.
This is one
damn
case where I really wish, even though there is an attachment, which really shouldn't be the case, this is the game that really needed a right analog stick.
Yeah,
For camera control.
it really did.
Oh, for camera control. I like the stylus controls. I mean, I got
do
used
too.
to them. I mean, messing around with the
aiming is
settings.
fine. It's just no. The camera
true.
still blows.
I kind of got used to it, kind of like Ted said.
I mean, you get used to it, but it's just one of those. I would rather see this on the Wii U, where left analog stick. Left analog stick. You go on.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say it's probably work better on a console where you have L2 and R2.
Yeah,
left analog stick to move, right to aim the cursor, R1 to melee, L1 to shoot, or whatever you do.
Well,
And
if you have it
R2
on the
did
Wii U, there's a touch screen there, so you can still keep the touch control
Yeah, I
if
know,
you like
but
it. And I bet
dual
you
analog is better.
Hey, well,
Most of the
I'm
time.
trying my best not to be as picky because, it still has its flaws. But hey, I'd say this is a lot better than hey, Ryan, you kind of got your wish. You kind of got good voice acting.
No, it's good voice acting, finally, in a Nintendo game for the first time since Star Fox 64.
And I slightly actually know, I remember some of the voice actors that sounded familiar, like the Medusa.
Veronica
and
Taylor.
Sarah. Oh, is that her name?
Star Fox 64 was good voice acting?
For Nintendo, and yes, it is generally
Guilty
pretty
pleasure.
good.
Well,
You can't take it seriously, so
they
did their job.
I'm actually surprised at the amount of hate that the voice acting seems to be getting.
It's very good.
It's good. My goodness.
I mean, though, some of the jokes fall flat, but even if you don't like the voice acting, all you have to do is go to the volume settings and turn the voices down to 0, and then there you go, no more voice acting.
I honestly really loved all the jokes because I'm that easily amused, and I found myself laughing my ass off a lot of times.
I just think it adds, for a Nintendo game, I think it has a lot of charm because of all the witty dialogue.
Yeah.
And the fact that they actually put, effort into it, unlike most Nintendo games.
One thing I love is when a game is self-deprecating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes fun of all the cliches, all the,
Oh, that just reminded me, when I'm fighting the Great Reaper, I didn't know about this dialogue, but there was a part where, what's her name?
Palutena.
Yeah, Palutena. She keeps making puns, and Pit's like, just how many times are you going to keep making these puns? And then she makes another pun, and he's like, you're killing me here.
Well, I died so often they put me in the hospital so much they had to name it after me. Hospital.
She's like, it's funny, isn't it? No, it's not. Yeah. It's like, oh man. I'm quoting it. Okay.
Obviously, though, see the way I play, the way I usually play a 3DS is I'm lying on my futon. So
I find the stand actually rather useful.
I'm laying down. I'm laying down in an upright position, so a lot of the pressure is going into my left hand. So, for my first playthrough, I got pretty cramped after the second chapter. And I haven't really used the stand yet, but how much does it help?
A lot. It's surprisingly helpful.
I guess. Well, wait, hold on, because I guess it's just me wanting to hold it. Because I do have the stand, but I don't know. I'm kind of like with Johnny, where I'm sitting in my reclining chair and I'm just holding it and playing it, and I'm like. I'm moving all over the place. It's like,
okay, what you need to do with the stand is put it somewhere where you've got enough room to spread your arms out enough, and fucking drunk people. Anyway,
okay.
I mean, it is generally helpful. It keeps the game steady for you.
Yeah, it's just like I didn't have as long. I put it on my desk.
I have it on my desk, and I just scoot back a bit.
I mean, to be fair, the 3DS, if you want to play with the 3D on, you're generally not taking it out anywhere anyway. And if you are taking it out, you're really only going to be able to play one chapter at a time, and your hand's not going to hurt after one chapter.
I usually only play 2 or 3 at most.
A lot of the chapters while going out a lot.
It's just that. Yeah,
this is a game more meant to be played in short spurts, like a level at a time, unlike Mario 3D Land, where they made the levels too painfully short. By the time you get midway, the levels take about 20 to 30 minutes, depending.
I think so far, favorite, level-wise, because it's so trippy, is Chapter 5 with Pandora's Labyrinth.
Hi, Star Fox.
I thought that... No, that part, I'm like, is this an homage to Star Fox? Because if it is, that's very clever.
But you guys haven't gone to the level where you get to play as Pele the beloved dog yet.
Oh my god!
Wrong game.
Wrong game.
You do. You pretty much. He's pretty much Pele the beloved dog.
Oh, whatever.
So. No, I reblogged that on Tumblr.
I mean, yeah, Johnny, you haven't gotten to Mission 5 yet, have you?
No, I have not. I heard. Okay. I know of the Star Fox homage, though.
Yeah.
So.
Oh god, you're in for a ride. You're gonna feel like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, cause I'm pretty much at this point, I'm taking it easy with a few things right now, and I'm just focusing on the game. I was talking to Ryan just a few minutes ago, and I had to go away for a second, and I ended up finishing a chapter in Kid Icarus while I was gone.
Yeah.
But the game as a whole so far of what I've played is actually really enjoyable. The only thing is. I'm gonna start using the stand from now on to take my pressure off my left hand, so I can get a more comfortable playing experience. But I'm really loving what I'm seeing so far,
and
this is definitely one of the better games I have for the 3DS.
Best game for the 3DS, I think. That isn't a remake or port, yeah.
And plus, I also do love that it kind of also answers why Pit couldn't fly. It's like, oh, you have wings, but you can't fly. God damn.
Well, that's sort of it's called Kid Icarus. It's the actual Greek myth about it was an angel that couldn't fly.
Yeah.
So you don't really need to have played the first 2 Kid Icarus games.
It pretends the Game Boy one doesn't even exist.
I actually do remember playing the Game Boy when my cousins were visiting, and they always bring a ton of shit with their games. And I remember seeing the Kid Icarus for the Game Boy. And Jesus Christ, I kept getting my ass kicked on the first level.
The NES one's even harder.
No, the NES one's only hard in the first level. Then it just sort of drops in difficulty.
Have you played that game, Ted?
It's like...
Goddamn Reapers. And it makes that same damn noise when they spot you.
Oh, yes, I know. I thought the... Oh, sorry.
That actually kind of creeped me out when I was a kid.
Yeah, when they catch you, they still spaz out and they play the 8-bit chiptune.
My favorite version of the Reaper theme is in the end of the Underworld theme from Brawl, where it also makes in the death theme, so it goes dun 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 dun.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's because it's like you died to the Reaper again.
Damn it! Yeah, I'm.
Man, I hate these guys.
Yeah,
they always spaz out.
No, it's like I feel like I'm kind of the cheap bitch because I really don't want to die and lose my hearts. So whenever I die, I click home and I restart.
You really do need to do that. I'm not because if you die, the value of the weapons you find goes down a lot. So if you're trying to get good drops, you really do need to go through the entire thing in one run.
Are you absolutely sure about that? Because
it does. It really does.
I recall when I was starting Chapter 3, my intensity was set to 5.0, I believe, and you got to put down a certain amount of hearts before you start playing the level.
Yeah.
I ended up having to turn the power off in the middle of the chapter, and when I restarted, my hearts were still gone.
Well,
I think it counts as you escaping.
No, here's how it works. You bet hearts to turn the intensity up.
Yeah.
If you beat the level, you get I don't know how it does it, but you get more hearts depending on what intensity you end the level on. If you die in the middle of the level, the intensity automatically goes down 1 point.
Which I think is stupid, but.
Well, that's the whole point of the bet. You're betting how much.
No. You should lose hearts, but you shouldn't be forced to drop the difficulty so your weapons get worse.
Well,
yeah,
because you kind of need the weapons to be better to get better stuff.
Well, it's sort of a bet. That's sort of the
gambling.
betting match. It's a gamble. It's a gamble, yeah.
You
And
shouldn't be
why-
forced to go down. I think you should just lose hearts, but you do anyway. So
Well,
Well, to
technically,
be
that's
fair,
how I feel
that's-
with gamble in real life. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
it's
you shouldn't
just-
be forced, but you do it anyway.
It's just the game's only as hard as you need it to be, so you should really only set it as high as you think you're confident.
until a big enemy comes out of fucking nowhere behind me and twats me off the ledge, killing me.
True, but at that point, if you're a person who only plays on the easiest difficulty setting, that big enemy won't give you trouble in the first place.
Yeah.
Still.
I guess I'm when they.
I more feel cheated when I get twatted like that because the camera sucks.
I just wanted to. I wasn't sure about that because I had to turn the game off in the middle of the level, and when I turned it back on, the hearts were still gone.
Yeah, you.
So I'm guessing it auto saved after betting.
Yeah,
Yes,
what
it
I
does.
did.
You can't save scum.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I guess I'm not paying attention. I'll have to look it up. But even so, even if I still die, I still get out of there like hell. And if I do lose hearts, oh well. I'd rather just not have the "oh, you died" kind of thing.
I'd
Well, you
rather sacrifice hearts for better weapons. I mean, anything worth buying in the shop is so stupidly expensive anyway. You're not going to be able to afford it.
Yeah, you don't. The hearts do. The hearts pretty much are only there so that you can.
Purchase.
Once you have enough hearts to bet yourself up to max intensity, that you don't really ever use them for anything. The stuff you buy in the shop's too expensive. You're just better off making
I've been
fusion
fusing.
fusion
It's
chains.
the only way to get anything good. And to
What
be
about
honest, it's
what about
finicky.
Street Pass?
Oh,
Uh,
duh.
Haven't played it yet.
What you can do
I-
with Street Pass is turn one of your weapons into a gem,
Yeah,
and then
I got.
you can
oh,
swap the gems you get with other people. And so you might, but however, I don't think you could really. Well, let's just assume you run into someone to Street Pass with which is an
Yeah.
if. They would have had to put in a decent weapon as their weapon gem in order for you to get something good out of it. And even then, you have to pay in order for it to turn back into
Yeah.
a normal
like-
weapon.
Like so far, I got 3 gems in Street Pass from Palatena, and I can't get them because apparently I don't have enough. I don't have enough hearts.
Just want to let you know that Ryan is broadcasting from his boiler room.
No, I'm at my parents' house and they're running the laundry, so.
Well, I'm in my house and I'm in my room, and surprisingly, nothing's going on. Thank God. And I'm gonna totally jinx it just by saying it.
I mean, what else haven't we talked about?
Well, the game looks great.
It
Oh,
does.
Yeah.
This looks like it got so much more effort put into it than 3D Land.
Yeah, and I actually like when I looked at my opening screen. I actually do like how it knows when you put your birth date, it puts your sign. Like I'm a Libra, so I have my Libra sign with me, and I thought that was nice.
Yeah, the zodiac signs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they've got the Zodiac weapons there, which
that too, and I thought that was really cool.
yeah, you gotta find them. I think there's one in every even number.
Yeah.
Every even number chapter has a zodiac weapon. I
Yeah,
found
so
the first
far-
one
I found
by
this-
accident.
Gee, I wonder if there's a thing behind that incredibly obvious draping thing.
I
Yeah.
accidentally dashed into it while I was trying to melee an enemy.
I-
no,
I saw it, and I was like, ooh.
no, I saw it blowing on like there's clearly something behind there.
Yeah, I've only found 3 of them, so I'm gonna
Yeah, I
need
did
to.
too.
Yeah.
I found a Taurus arm, the
Sagittarius bow.
Thank you. Yeah, bow,
Which is,
and
which is ironically what I'm using, which is 4.5 star range and 4 melee.
and I recently just found the Gemini orbitars, and I thought those were funny when I tried them out. And I'm like, whoa,
What are orbitars? I
They're
just
2
checked.
little
There's-
floaty things that each
that
shoot.
shoot things.
They you pretty much get rapid fire shots at a
Yeah.
medium.
But they're terrible at melee,
They're
normally.
terrible. They're usually terrible at melee,
Yeah,
even
So
if
they're Kid Icarus's equivalent to options from Gradius.
Yeah, essentially.
sure.
Oh.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite weapon type? I like staff.
Staff and bows are
Oh,
bows and blades.
Too
Clubs
many.
clubs are fucking worthless.
Claws, staffs, blades, orbitars, and depending on how it works, the palm, some of the palms.
Palms are okay. Claws
I
are
mean-
only if you really must do melee stuff. Do claws. Clubs
Yeah,
are
oh no,
beyond
I
worthless.
managed to kick Dark Pit's ass with raptor claws. Like holy shit, I wasn't expecting it because the range, how many stars I have on range is technically it's 4 stars, but it's 3, while the 4th one is empty, and the melee is
that's
also
3.5.
I think I usually say that's just a half star, so you've got 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5 for both range and melee, and the value is 261.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
I think that's... Wait, hold on. I think that's more than my 6-star laser staff.
I managed...
Well, your staff probably has no melee to it.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have any melee to it, but seeing as staves are a long-range weapon, that doesn't... I don't... Well, hold on. Do you have any buffs on it? Like, pluses to speed?
Evasion +1, item attack 3+, +3, excuse me. But I managed to get that by fusing weapons. What is wrong with my grammar today?
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much have to do a lot of fusion to get what you want.
My 6-star laser staff only has 252. To be fair, I've only got like 2 other buffs, but still.
The only thing I don't like about my bow is that it has a pretty slow rate of fire on the ground, but it's really fucking powerful.
Well, that's the thing about bows. It's just like it's a good all around ground weapon, except for rapid fire.
I actually had some that were some good rapid fire with the flying parts, but no, I see what you mean. Like the angel bow, I felt it was great in the flying, but then with the on the ground, I'm like, oh come on, shoot more. What is with these stupid hearts? Come on.
Yeah, I think each individual weapon behaves a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure, though. I haven't played with enough, because once I find one good weapon, I'm going to stick with it for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I had a good blade for a while, but then I saw a way to get fused to staff, and I had, like, a really good club and a really good cannon.
Yeah, like...
In the wings, I'm like, I really don't want to get rid of this blade, but I want to risk to see if I could get, like, a really high-level staff.
Yeah,
by the time I
get... That's the most painful thing you can do at that point, because to me...
Because you can't check things ahead of time.
Yeah.
So you have to just guess, and I got to the staff, and it was like, crap, it went down like 1.5 stars and everything.
At this point,
and it's like,
I'm afraid to experiment with staffs and bows and stuff like that, because I've gotten so used to the blade at this point.
No,
Johnny, what you need to do is you need to find a staff or a bow or whatever that's sort of weak, and then test it out on the practice room. See if you're comfortable using that weapon.
Yeah.
And then once you fuse, you'll get the same weapon. It'll behave pretty much the same way, but have better stats.
There's actually one thing I'm very grateful for this game is that they give you the option to test out the weapon before you actually try and purchase it.
And I love
or before actually equipping it.
I just wish they would let you do that before you fuse stuff, so you could play the fusion result and see if you like it. But
well, you can see the fusion stats.
You can see the stats, but it's like
Yeah.
some staffs are rapid fire, some aren't. I'd like to know what I'm getting into before I hit that fuse button.
Well, I still like how my Raptor clothes came out, and just damn it, I was like, holy shit, because I just knocked out Dark Bit like that, and I was on level, and I was like the high rate of either 5 or 6, and I'm just like, wow. I'm like,
now, one question: the achievements grid, because this game
Smash, High Brawl.
No, High Kirby Air Ride. That did it first.
Whatever.
I think everybody's more associated with Brawl, though.
Well, it was Kirby Air Ride first.
Do you? To us, that doesn't exist. God damn it! Anyway, what I was getting at: do you unlock anything spectacular from that?
Not from what I can.
So, like some
not from
parts.
what you get some weapons, but nothing too good from what I can tell.
You get weapons, the trophy idol things,
and
some
hearts.
music tracks, and the music player,
and hearts.
Some hearts.
Yeah, see, and I'm trying to look, and hearts and
nothing too spectacular. But it's fine.
I want to feel spectacular.
Yeah, I'm not going out of my way to do them because so far I haven't gotten anything really all that useful.
Oh god damn it!
You unlock more grids as the game progresses. You're not stuck with just
that first one.
Let me see. I got
stupid Viridia grid.
Viridi?
Viridi, yeah.
Yeah.
Mind you, I like her as a character, but.
Hold on. Let me see. I got 60 out of 120 achieved.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go out of my way to do them.
I'm not going to, unless there's some super secret special weapon if you do one certain thing or whatever.
You unlock a demo to the next Smash Brothers game.
What the fuck? No. Super Bash Sisters game.
Super Bash Sisters, I'm sorry. Keeping it in universe. But
no, this gaming universe and that gaming universe have nothing to do with each other.
Well, they probably knew something about it because they did reference it. I think it was called Super Smash Brothers. No, it was Super Bash Sisters. I think it was the other one. Like they are aware.
I love the reference. I love the references to Nintendo stuff, though. Like the he references Nintendogs at one point.
Yeah, when he's once you fight. Oh yeah, whatever that boss's name is the second time.
Twin Bellows.
Twin Bellows the second time.
Now
It's like, we're gonna get so many Nintendogs hard points in this. My puppies will be maxed out in no time.
Focus hit.
Yeah.
I'm also convinced that the boss of the second chapter was a Goal.
Gowl.
Gow was shout out to Metroid. Yeah.
Well,
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, because of Samus, right?
Yeah. Samus
I'm
is
like,
a girl.
I never thought of that. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me?
I'm not sure if this was a deliberate shout out, but Dark Pit is pretty much Shadow. He's Shadow.
Pitu.
Pitu.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. Like the Pitu. It's like,
Stop calling me. What did you just call me?
oh, he hasn't done. Oh my god, he actually knows about that. Oh my god, now
They meet up again later, and he calls him Pitu. He's like, "Wait, what'd you call me?"
No, I just loved it when she came up. It's like, Gesundheit? It's like, no, Pitu, as in like Pit 2, as in Dark Pit. Oh, well then at least it's not something like Patooey, right? Oh my god.
Good.
Hades actually does call him Patooey at one point late in the game.
Oh my god.
Hades is delightfully camp.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh jeez. And
I don't know. I like Pyron.
Mr. Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm, yeah.
Yeah, Pyron's only around for a little while, but I found him incredibly entertaining.
I don't know.
I looked it up on Divinopedia. Send me a link.
This could be just me being weird because I'm on a portal high, but with Pandora, I was like, why does she make me think of GLaDOS?
Pandora?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because of the whole, like, I'm just going to be like this. Like, I just felt like doing this.
Why do you have a racetrack inside of your building? Well, I wanted to learn how to drive, but then I realized I didn't have any hands.
Yeah. Or it's like, or I actually liked how it's like, they comment about the whole too much hand holding, and it's like, yes, please stop. And then they come up, and she still does it. It's like, do you always have to ruin everything? Like, stop ruining my fun.
It's very lighthearted humor that this game has that it just makes
Well,
actually
there's great interaction, which you can't say for really any other Nintendo game aside from maybe a few RPGs and Star Fox 64.
Yeah.
Which is why, even though the voice acting in 64 was kind of meh, it was the fact that the actors apparently...
But you just said it was good a few minutes ago.
Yeah, you said it was good.
It's good by Nintendo standards.
Yes.
I'm just glad. Yeah, it's just like it's Saturday morning cartoon, which I think is sort of it's the perfect tone for a Nintendo game. I find.
Yes.
Well, part of the reason is that they actually got competent voice actors for once.
No, yeah.
Who voices Palutena?
Tara Strong.
IMDb.
It's Tara Strong.
It is Tara Strong. Okay, thought that voice.
Bubbles! Oh my god, it's Bubbles! Yay!
Miss New Wendy Lee, as I am now calling her.
Yeah, she is in everything.
I don't care. I love Tara Strong. I follow her on Twitter, and she's awesome.
I know her most as Raven from Teen
Hold
Titans.
on. Anthony Del Rio's Kid in Dark Pit.
I thought it was Johnny Young Bosch, but whatever.
No, it's Anthony.
Okay.
Johnny Young Bosch might have been his
Brawl the voice.
Maybe.
Yeah, to be honest, I made a mistake there because when I listened to Pit in Brawl, I thought it was the same voice for both Izzy from Digimon and Brave Fencer Musashi, but no, I was wrong.
Wait, hold on. IMDb says Palutena's voice is Ali Hillis. Hold on, that might not be right.
I'm pretty sure it's Tara Strong.
Hold on, I am going
That's the first person I thought of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Medusa is Veronica Taylor.
If Veronica Taylor is who I think it is, she's because I'm bad at names, so because when I heard
IMDb says it's Cree Summer. Hold on, I'm going to need to double. I'm going to need to double check this.
When I first heard Medusa, I'm like, Susie Carmichael, is that you? Like,
Cree
holy
Summer.
shit!
Mind you, she's not there very much in the game, unfortunately, despite the fact I like her new design and voice.
Medusa doesn't do. Spoiler
alert. She's not even the main villain.
She's not even the main villain. I mean, she shows up at the very end for like 30 seconds to do pretty much nothing. But yeah,
she's not the main villain. She gets killed off pretty early.
She gets killed. I mean, I would have just even if she wasn't the main villain, I would have liked to have her be around a little bit more.
I did like her in the Dark Pit part where she's talking around. They're all like, I wonder what this. I wonder what that. I wonder what.
Yeah, it's just like. I would have liked even if she wasn't the main villain, I would have liked her to be around a little
Yeah.
bit. Maybe be like a mini boss or like a consistent
Something like that.
boss or whatever. Hold on,
Yeah.
now I gotta check the credits because I need
No,
it.
she played both Medusa and Pandora.
Well,
There's
that's what
another
I.
website that I'm getting. There's another website that I'm checking out also says that it's Ali Hillis for Palutena.
I'm gonna options.
Yeah, maybe.
Is there a way to view the credits without having to beat the final chapter again?
Well,
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure there is.
well, to be fair, I did have if it's not Tara Strong, I will admit that I made a mistake with the game Catherine. I thought Tara Strong was voicing Catherine, but no, it was
Wendy
Lust.
Lee?
No, Lust. What's her name? Her name is.
Oh God, I can't remember her name all of a
I
sudden.
know, Laura Bailey.
Laura Bailey, yeah.
Laura Bailey. I was like, oh, that's Laura Bailey.
Oh,
Damn.
Hupo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hugo.
Hugo. I still love watching Kelowna playthrough.
But by the way, I just want to make sure that I'm not the only one here that I'm probably when everyone first saw Magnus, who was the first person they thought of?
Smash Brothers.
No, I thought of Jack from Final Fantasy X, and I was like, "Hey, Jack,
I-
glad to see you're Kid Icarus."
No, I didn't. I first saw him and I just thought
I
Smash
found
Brothers.
the credits
Wait. Hold on. I actually honestly thought of a different Jack, though. Jack Black playing a character which was Ed from Brutal Legend.
Yeah, Brutal Legend. I thought a bit more of him than Jax.
Okay, hold
He
on.
was played by Jack Black.
I found the credits on YouTube. Palutena is Ali Hillis. Sorry, hold on. Now I gotta find Medusa.
Medusa's Cree Summers.
I think so. I'm just trying to find
See,
her in the.
I can recognize her voice.
Yes, it is Cree Summer.
Okay, I was wrong.
Yeah,
She was Susie in Rugrats. She was in that one spot in Batman Arkham Asylum with what was that doctor who dies later?
Dr. Young.
Yeah, she was.
She is Penny of Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, she was also Elmira from Tiny Toons. Holy shit!
Pyron is Troy Baker, who is Marcus in Trauma Center.
Excalibur.
Yeah, he's Ryu.
No,
He's Snow in Final Fantasy 13.
I don't know much about Final Fantasy. The only Final
Robin
Fantasy.
in Arkham City.
Yeah.
Oh, he's also the voice of SBO.
Yep. Well, now he is.
Yeah, but I knew him. I knew him. I know him mostly from Trauma Center, so I was surprised I didn't catch on to his voice right away.
Are you? This is the guy from Magnus, or
Pyron.
Pyron. You haven't gone to Pyron yet.
no? Isn't Pyron the flamboyant one in Seafloor Palace?
Oh
No.
no, that's Thanatos. Pyron
Never
is
mind.
the Johnny Storm knockoff in the when the invaders from space come.
Johnny Storm.
The Fantastic Four.
Oh, duh.
He's the sun god. Pyron, get it? Because it's like pyro as in fire.
Just like Solaris. Haha. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like I said, all the voice actors are doing a very good job in this game.
Yes, they are. Oh my god.
Yes.
I
Again,
really.
Nintendo, see what happens when you put effort into the voice acting. People actually
Yes.
like your characters.
No, in fact, that's funny you say that because the minute I heard the voice acting was good, I'm like, oh, Ryan must be like having like a fangasm or something. It's like, thank you! You finally did something right!
Yeah.
It's just like Nintendo's been very hit and miss with voice acting.
No,
It's
more like they have 64 and the rest is crap until now.
Well, I mean, it's like some of them have been. It's like you've got 64.
Some have been more tolerable than others, but none have been
In
good.
fact, no, it's actually Johnny. You're gonna kill me for this because I watched the cutscenes of Metroid, and yes, they are bad. But the only part that I thought they were okay was when they were saying dangerous stuff like Anthony. But then that was pretty much it.
I thought
No.
that Anthony's voice actor was okay. Anthony and
it
Adam.
wasn't.
Oh.
No, what?
At least he was having fun. At least he wasn't Samus droning.
No, I'm
up
saying when the
like this.
characters were in danger, it's just for a brief moment. It's like okay, they actually had feeling, but then they went back to robotic. I'm like, what the hell?
I liked Adam too.
Well,
I
I'm
mean, I
kind of.
get, like, just going off of the other M tangent for a second. Like, I get Adam is supposed to be this, this general who's seen it all, who's been through it all. So he's pretty much,
No, I
cold-hearted. distant, so I would get that he's very monotone-like in his voice delivery. It's just that for a video game and story that involves the Metroid universe, just get the fuck out of my game, please.
Or like get the
Prime
whole.
3 had okay voice acting.
Just ultimately what I hope from this is that they see the positive response from the not just from the voice acting, from a lot of things like. Okay, if we put effort into it, people will like it. So maybe we should put more effort into it more often.
Maybe.
Well, what bugs me is that there's a lot of the professional reviews are talking about how intolerable the voice acting is.
Well, they hate voice acting unless it's like God of War, Gears of War, other manly things.
Something of War.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. This is why I never got into those World of Warcraft, whatever.
No, it's like it's great voice acting. It's good.
But it shouldn't be the standard for every other game that has voice acting.
Yeah.
No, it's like they shouldn't really compare.
It just really depends on the setting of the game itself.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want Kid Icarus to have God of War like acting,
Oh,
though they
God.
do involve mythology in the same sense. I can't.
Although ironically, the voice of Poseidon,
Please.
although ironically, the voice of Poseidon in this game is also the voice of Poseidon in God of War 3. Typecast much?
What the fuck? Oh yeah, typecasting.
Poseidon doesn't do anything for the rest
No,
of
he's only in one episode.
Hey, he didn't do anything in God of War either.
Yeah.
Well,
Typecast
Kid
much?
Icarus, all he does is he plays Moses for a little bit and then exits stage right.
Moses, oh my god.
Yeah,
He
he
parts
parts
the
the
sea.
seas.
Oh god. Passover's coming up too. Oh my god, this is so. Okay. No, I'm gonna shut up now.
So how about that official soundtrack?
I'm loving
Okay,
this.
God damn it, I love it too.
Viewers, what is your favorite track? Dark
Ah.
Pit's fight theme, Dark Pit's
Okay, no, be fair, Ted. Don't just limit to Dark Pit, even though it might sound ridiculous.
Dark Pit has the best theme.
Like the only themes that even come close, the
main
jazz
theme.
and one of the ground Aram troops is pretty funny.
I'm trying
The
to
dog has its own theme, which is hilarious.
I like the main theme from the first mission.
Yeah, the theme that has the Reaper theme mixed into it's good.
Yeah.
Magnus has a good theme.
The whole OSC is great.
The whole
just Dark Pit
I'm
theme's
just
better.
really glad now that handheld games can have orchestrated soundtracks.
Yeah.
I mean, the sound quality has been significantly increased since the DS.
Oh yeah, it
Well, it
sounds.
sounds a lot better
about
than
that.
Mario 3D Land and Ocarina of Time. I can't really say.
Well, Ocarina-
They didn't use it. They didn't do
Yeah.
anything to the soundtrack in Ocarina of
Yeah.
Time.
I guess more with regards to 3D Land.
Well,
Yeah.
3D. Yeah,
I don't have 3D Land, but something tells me it's like.
it feels handheld speaker-ish.
Oh.
This doesn't sound handheld speaker at all.
No,
I played with headphones almost the entire time, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I am too, actually.
No, it's like I would actually have it loud, and I think because I would just love hearing the dialogue and the music, but mostly the dialogue, and I'm just like, oh my
It's
god,
just- It's just we're going into the just go off a bit of a tangent with the 3DS sound quality. It's just like it was so good. Like when I was playing Sonic Generations 3DS, you know, I can't believe I'm actually finally playing a Sonic Rush like game that has actual sound effects that are not
Yeah.
NES, that are not just NES like explosion noises. One thing I hate about the Sonic Rush games that the sound quality, besides the music, obviously, was pretty damn shit in terms of everything else.
I didn't mind the sound effects in
Yeah.
Rush. Yeah.
much
It got on my nerves after a while. And when you know playing Generations 3DS, you know where the boosting actually has a boosting sound effect, the springs sound like springs, rolling
yeah.
sounds like rolling. It adds a lot to me. You know, just like okay, thank God the music, the audio quality.
Well,
has been
the only thing
taken-
I thought that was horrible music, which I know everyone has said, was Sonic Chronicles, except for the battle theme. That was pretty much it.
Well, that is so fucking obvious at this point that it doesn't even need to be repeated.
Oh.
Nope.
Nobody
Then
I still need to play Chronicles so I can get in on the.
Don't.
Stop. I'm
No,
stuck.
just go to YouTube and
Watch
look
an
at the
LP
carnage
or
yourself.
something.
I'll do a LP if they have an emulator. Oh shit.
They have DS emulators.
Yeah, I know.
There's just a
I'll
lot
do
of
it.
It's just like a lot of the time they don't work a whole lot. Like I follow HC Bailey, and he had a ton of trouble trying to get anything decent on DS.
I think I had a pretty decent one. Trauma Center was playing okay when I was playing the DS.
Why are you playing Trauma Center on the DS? Play the Wii
Because I
version.
don't have any money.
Play the Wii version. You can get Second Opinion and New Blood for like $3.
I seriously do not have any money.
Then trade in your DS version.
I did for Kid Icarus.
Hold on, I need to look up.
My God.
So, how about those menu screens and a smart bomb looking just like a Smash Ball?
Yep. Okay.
Gee, I wonder if this was made by the guy.
There's a bunch of homages to other Nintendo games.
No, I'm more specifically talking about Brawl.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
tell.
Brawl,
It's,
You can tell Sakurai made this game.
yeah,
Okay,
it's a lot of. He's using a lot of the same graphical tricks he used in even Kirby Air Ride. Like the power ups and everything that you find in the level are all 2D objects, which they did in
I remember
Air
Kirby
Ride.
Mhm.
What was the point of that game again? Just racing?
Yeah.
It's not great.
So place your bets on who else besides Pit from this game gets into Smash 4. I vote Magnus.
Magnus, Dark...
Little
no,
girl.
Dark Pit's being also
Palatina.
Dark Pit's going to be a color swap.
a color swap, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Dark Pit is literally one of his color schemes from Brawl.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
So-
exactly what he's based off.
Dark Angel.
What I would like, however, is if they sort of changed his voice clips for when you choose that color scheme, so that he sounds.
Well, he's voiced by the same guy, so maybe, but...
Yeah, it is. I could tell like the same tone, but he just did a deeper tone, and I thought that's pretty
He's
good.
Shadow.
No, so yeah, probably Magnus.
Probably
Just-
Magnus. I would like Palutena, or maybe the little girl you play. She
Pele the
trips
beloved
at one
dog.
point, so she'd fit right into Smash Brothers.
Wait, what girl? Oh shit, I'm not there yet.
At
It's
one
farther
point,
out.
Facing it, because
Pele
she's
the
ripped.
beloved dog.
no, it's,
I
at
don't
one
care. I
point-
love spoilers. To spoil me. Ted,
At
tell
one-
me everything.
At one point, Pit gets transformed into a ring, and anybody who puts on the ring, you get to walk around as. The first person you pick up is who you control as a little girl who trips, and then she drops the ring. She falls flat on her face, like in Super Smash Bros.
Wait, hold on. How big is the ring? Is it a normal ring finger?
It's like a ring. Like
I will. Okay,
Ring?
okay. When I get to that mission, time to cue up the Lord of the Rings music.
yeah. And then you play
Sauron!
as, and then after that you play as Pele the beloved dog, and then you play as Magnus.
Funny.
So yeah, when you're playing the Magnus section, you're stuck with his big ass sword, so you don't get any
Damn it.
projectile weapons, which sucks.
Yeah, well, still Magnus for Smash. Magnus
Yeah.
for Smash 4.
I hope he controls differently than Ike, because he does kind of look
Well,
like.
unfortunately, I don't see Ike coming back, but we'll save this for when we get any Smash 4
Knock on
info.
wood. Let me see.
Yeah, it's actually one of the most exciting things I'm actually thinking about now, because now that this game's out,
Smash 4!
Smash 4! Come on, guys, start the discussions, the characters that are going to
And
be
actually
in the next
put
game.
put in some death for if you're ever going to do Subspace Area again. Although I have to
Yeah, we all want that at this point, but come on, the discussion, the midnight
discuss.
updates.
The 3 a.m. updates.
Oh yeah, no.
You must
We're gonna
recover.
To
remember
add
once
in-
more.
Because I was not in it, I want to add in that yes, I too was almost slightly an alarm clock, except it was the afternoon and I was all alone. But still, I was dancing with my dog when that news was. No, I'm sorry, cat. When Sonic was on, I was like, "Holy fucking shit!" And I'm like dancing around with my cat, and the cat's like, "Holy shit, put me down, please."
So speaking of Smash, other than Dark Pit's theme, which is a shoe-in for Smash Brothers, what other tracks
Well,
do you think will make
main
it?
theme, the main theme and boss theme probably will.
If Magnus makes it in, his
His
theme
theme.
will too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other. Medusa gets her own boss theme. I think that might get in.
Yeah.
I ask Medusa too, or no? No.
Yeah, there's definitely because Kid Icarus is Kid Icarus Uprising has been doing pretty well in terms of sales figures.
140,000 in Japan alone, and that's really good for a game like this.
Holy
Yeah.
shit! Yeah.
VG chart said 240,000, though I don't know how accurate they are.
I think VG charts is pretty debatable in most cases. I would just wait until official sales figure from Nintendo
But
themselves.
overall, I mean, just from
But
Japan
overall,
alone,
but
it's
just
doing
from
very
like
well.
word of mouth and just reception overall, it's doing incredibly well. So I
Yeah.
think in terms of the next Smash Brothers game, I think Kid Icarus is going to get a lot more representation.
Oh, are you kidding me? When I was at WonderCon, there was like a booth where you could actually play Kid Icarus, and like everyone was playing it. And I even got to get some free cards thanks to the exclusive stuff.
Oh yeah, what cards did everybody
I don't
get?
care. I never
Okay,
looked at
here.
them.
Okay, I'll tell you mine. Okay, I got Pit, Palutena, Magnus, Dark Lord Gal, Tiger Claws, Meek, Centurion Knight. I'm spelling these wrong. Hedgehog Claws, Porku Spine, Optical Blade, Scuttler, Vaclume, Charon, Guardian Orbitars, Thantos Transformation 2. I don't know why it says that. Mirror of Truth, and that's it.
I got Pit, Palutena, Dark Pit, Dark Lord Gao, Mono Eye, and Ore Club. Though I'm gonna get more cards when I go to PAX East.
I have.
Next week.
I don't have mine with me, so whatever.
I have Pit, Palutena, Dark Pit, Huge Roll, the Insight Staff, Mana Eye, Poseidon, and Thanatos. And I got a Medusa, but the Poseidon, Thanatos, and Medusa came in my Nintendo Power issue because I'm subscribed to them.
I'm subscribed to GameStop with their Game Informer, which I really. What?
Hey Johnny, I'll trade you my Charizard for your Poseidon card.
No, thank you.
I'll trade my Dark Lord Gal for Dark Pit.
No, thank
I
you.
like my Dark Pit.
Well, Johnny, I'll give you this up-and-coming rookie son of who's it from the New York Gigabombers.
Actually, no, it's actually good because when I did get the game at GameStop, the lady who was awesome, she was saying like, even though if you hear some things, don't feel like you have to get it unless it's really, really good. But even so, don't feel pressured to go and get it. And I'm like, okay, so I'm just happy with what I have.
Yeah.
Like,
Apparently they're letting ethnics in the big leagues now. Sorry, going on that joke some more.
Wait, what joke? I'm sorry, I know I didn't hear you.
Simpsons.
Oh.
It's a Simpsons joke.
All right.
Joe DiMaggio.
I'm just sort of wondering. They put trading cards in. I gotta wonder how many kids are gonna pick this up now that I'm thinking of it.
You just reminded me because there's actually when you have it in the AR, you can actually put the cards up together and you can watch them fight each other.
That was the point, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I haven't used the AR card since I first got my 3DS.
Yeah, I don't care. They're stupid to set up and they don't do anything.
They amuse me.
Yeah, I tried the AR cards. All they do is they just sort of flail about a little bit. It's pretty random who wins and who doesn't. I mean, they're a nice little distraction, but they don't really do anything.
I guess that's just me liking whatever, because I'm weird like that. I always like the weirdest shit whenever you guys say, like, it's pointless. Oh, shit, I like that. Oh, that's pointless. Oh, I like that, too.
The cards are pointless.
It's a better race to 5 minutes than going and checking your YouTube subscriptions again with nothing new coming out.
or checking to make sure if anyone commented on your LP, but nobody does, and then you're, like, secretly just going, okay.
Fuck my life.
No, I'm just gonna go play with my dog now.
Look, a comment on my Paper Mario part first.
Okay, I'm gonna... I hate those comments. It's like, who cares if you're first? Just comment on the video.
Hey, first. Wow. Oh, wait, I'm not a faggot. Yes, you are.
Wait. Of course you're not a faggot. You're not a cigarette. You don't look anything like a cigarette bun.
That's a bundle of sticks.
Oh, jeez. No, it's like, it's just to go off a tangent, because I just remembered Nintendogs, and I gotta get this out before I forget. But yeah, would you guys feel weird if I'm actually naming some of my Nintendogs after you guys?
Well, they're not real.
So,
I know.
Sure.
Yeah. It's no different from Pokemon.
Yeah.
No, it's not, I know. But it was actually by accident, because I bought the 3DS Nintendogs, and then I got this Beagle, and for some reason he looked so cute, and I'm like, he makes me think of, he looks like a Ted, so I'm going to name him a Ted. And he already has his hat and a collar. Unfortunately. Are you
saying that he looks like a Ted, or he looked like Ted that you decided to give him?
No.
Are you saying that I look like a dog?
No, I'm saying.
Look at that! Look at that ass face. I'm gonna call you Brian.
No.
Hey.
No.
Right to the punch there.
No. No, I mean, like, because Ted is a common name, and it looked like a Ted to me, so I'm naming it Ted. Like, because I actually knew somebody in real life who actually had a greyhound named Ted. And it's funny that you mentioned Pokemon, because apparently they changed it to Teddy because his old name was Old Pokemon. I'm like, why would they name it Old Pokemon? It's just sad. But yeah, I have one named Ted. I tried to get it the black hat, but they don't have a black hat, so for now it's a yellow baseball cap that says Kato for some reason. I don't know. And you're a beagle.
So how about that Kid Icarus?
I'm sorry.
Well, probably my favorite game on the 3DS so far.
Yeah,
Mind you, I haven't played that many.
I'm getting because at this point, like, out of all the games that I own, which is
I have Ocarina of Time,
Five,
Star
six.
Fox, Mario 3D
Star
Land.
Fox.
I rented Resident Evil Revelations.
My 3DS collection is Resident Evil: The Mercenaries, Super Mario 3D Land, Ocarina of Time 3D, Resident
Sonic-
Evil Revelations,
Yep.
Mario Kart 7, Sonic
And Mario Kart
Generations,
7.
and Kid Icarus
You know,
Uprising. I've played Kid Icarus the most besides
Yep.
Sonic Generations.
Let me see. I got Sonic Generations, Nintendogs, 2 different versions, Star Fox 3, the 3DS version. Trying to remember what's the other one. Resident Evil Revelations, and I haven't stopped bugging my friend about that error since then. No, seriously, it's like I kept going. You know about the Amanda? You told me so many times. Oh, well, do you know, Amanda? It's like okay. So then when she actually came over, I'm like, okay, I know I told you this. Look at the box. And so she looks at it. She goes, Resident Evil nice. She goes, she literally did that, and I'm like, see, Johnny was right. And she's like, okay. It drove her nuts.
Okay, alright, shut the fuck up!
Well, yeah, this is probably my favorite. I mean, it still has problems, but goddammit, it's something different from Nintendo for once.
I just
look,
like the
I
effort
mostly-
that they put into it.
Well,
It's
Yeah,
the-
I ignore the little small problems because they're small nitpicks to me. It's like,
Besides the camera, they're small nitpicks to me. I think the camera really is a problem,
Yeah,
but that's
control
it.
wise,
I'm actually
it control to me it's two things. One, the camera could be better. And again, I can't stress enough how I really wish the 3DS had its own right analog stick for camera control. I really don't get why they didn't introduce that. That's one thing the Vita got right was the dual analog stick. As tiny as they are, it still works. And for the 3DS, guys, the left analog, the single analog stick is
your friend.
that's early 2000s. It's
Yeah.
we're in the new 10s now. And
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood that. Sorry.
We need this. We need a second one on everything
right,
now.
Yeah, and that Circle Pad Pro is not helping. It's
No,
It's for lefties, for what I was told.
yeah.
I hate lefties.
Now, maybe they'll follow tradition. They'll release a new iteration of the 3DS that has a built-in right analog stick. But until then, this is a game that needs one for camera control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, you do have to get used. Once you
It-
get,
it's not outright
it does
bad,
become
it's
natural.
Yeah.
It's not
a while.
outright bad. You get used to it. It's just a second one.
Yeah.
A second analog stick would have really been appreciated.
Well, I think what I'm going to say is what my friend would usually tell me is that I focus mostly if I'm having fun, then that's okay. And I am having fun, so I mildly ignore it. Kind of like
I
the
was
same
having
thing.
fun too. Then my hand got cramped. So
Yeah.
Well, really, my only main issue with the game is mostly just, I think I brought this up briefly, but Pit doesn't get invincibility frames when you get hit, which means that if you're, especially if you're playing on the higher intensities, you can get butt
God.
raped by a whole bunch of enemies at once, and you pretty much have no chance to react, because you get hit, you knock down, you get hit, you get knocked down, and you're just surrounded by stuff, and you
Yep.
really have no chance to really get out, unless if you get lucky or something.
No, I've been doing the thing where I have the analog stick and I'm making sure I turn around every time to make sure when I see someone shooting at me.
Well,
Yeah.
what I like to do is I like to stay sort of close to a
wall.
wall.
Yeah.
Wall. The at me defense technique. Get your back to a wall so that
Well,
nobody
actually,
can get
wait,
behind you.
I've done that and I would end up getting killed. So I'm like, no, I need to spin around like a friggin', what do you call it, spotlight.
like a record baby.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
spin it right around.
I find that focusing on the enemy spawning stuff like the pots and the giant whales,
Yeah.
you just get rid of those first, and then you're pretty much okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. But then again, you can always turn the intensity down if you're having trouble. I'm just so stubborn that once
I feel like
I am-
I could do better in the game if some of the more obvious problems weren't there, such as the camera.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think. Like, actually, with sometimes with the intensity level, something I noticed that the skull, when you're putting the bet in the pots, the more you raise up your intensity, the more the skull actually gets angrier.
Yeah.
Well, he's being set on fire.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
like.
True.
He's sort of like
My pot
whatever
is on
when you're
fire!
at 2, and then when you're on 9, he's like, Jesus Christ, it's fucking hot.
My pot is on fire! My pot is on fire! Or head, I don't know.
Smell
Hair.
good.
He doesn't have hair. I said head.
Because it's on fire.
My hair is on fire. My hair is on fire.
Yes, it's on fire!
I mean, I guess the only thing I could really say is if you want better stuff, beat the first 2 levels a couple times so you know their layouts, then crank the difficulty up to get better stuff, and then fuse them, and then play the game normally.
And I've actually got a bit of a Castlevania Harmony of Despair flashbacks with that
Yeah.
setup.
At the very least, if you search online, you can get a grid that tells you what you're going to be getting.
Yeah,
Wait,
you know, the whole process of replaying stages over and over again on higher difficulties to get better shit.
Yes.
That
I mean, I like the game.
Harmony of Despair vibes.
I mean, I like the game enough to replay the levels, but
Yeah. There's not a problem with that. Well, again,
I mean, that entire thing.
Basically, where I'm on right now, I'm not sure about the later half, but to me, from what I've read and from what I've seen, the game pretty much holds up the entire way through. So
yeah, I was about to say I'm on mission 15, and I still want to play it. So
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of filler in the middle.
aliens.
The alien that's pretty. They explain pretty much what the alien filler is there for. It gives it just pretty much just stalls for time so that another enemy can sort of just swoop in out of nowhere. But it really doesn't do that. The aliens. I mean, that's the only real obvious filler that there is in the entire game.
I think one of the Reedy levels is kind of fillerish because it's a maze a bit, but
Yeah.
The Pandora one.
no, for Reedy.
The reset bomb or the moon base?
The reset bomb. Moonbase is awesome.
Yeah.
And space pirates.
Space
Oh my
pirates.
God,
I
Space
wish
Pirates,
the
not-
space pirates did more though.
Space pirates. Pirates in space. Doing
Oh my
piratey
God.
things.
Space. Oh my
Release
God. So
the
much
space
So much
kraken.
Release the space
Oh my
kraken.
God.
Space Kraken.
Yeah.
Now I have to draw that.
Yeah, the
Thanks a
boss
lot.
of that level is a space kraken.
Release the space kraken.
That's the boss. It's a boss.
Yeah, it's a boss.
Yay.
You fight its tentacles, you know where this is going.
Oh God, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
And then you kill its giant squid head.
Ew. Ew. That's all I can say.
I do
Ew.
like, that's actually another thing. I love the boss fights in the game, but I find that the boss fights are pitifully easy compared to the actual levels, even on higher intensities.
Oh my
some more than others.
There's
Maybe-
only one boss that I had trouble with, and that was like, really late in the game. And that boss, he's sort of running around in a maze, so you have to cut him off at certain points. And then he has
One of the things that I didn't have a homing weapon at all, so I was just kind of the faster bosses were kind of a pain. But now that my bow homes in on things, they're really easy.
Well, this just proves that I suck because the one that I still kind of have trouble with is the head of not the head, the Hydra Reborn because of those stupid little.
Oh, that's easy.
I know it's
easy time with that one.
Yeah, I know it's easy, but it's it's bad timing and the whole I keep trying to dodge those what do you call it, those scaly missile thingies that keep hitting you. I'm like, God damn
you
it!
can shoot those out. Don't focus on dodging those. Shoot those out of the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I only had trouble with one boss later in the game. It really frustrated me too because I would always die in the room right before the boss. And since I have no trouble with the bosses, and you get one a full health refill before them anyway, it's just like
I didn't once.
I would die. My intensity would go down. I'm like, ugh. And then I get through the area on the lower intensity, and then the boss door's like the Aaron's like, oh fuck it, I could get through the boss without any trouble.
Yes, I didn't have the full health one time.
No,
Due
you
to
didn't
accident.
get a full health refill.
Because of accident.
Oh, you went through the door without the.
No, what you had to go down an elevator. I forget. I think it was the first Aura one, where you have to go down an elevator to get it. I was walking towards the full health, but an enemy twatted me out of nowhere and knocked me onto the elevator when I was at low health.
I'm starting to notice that you seem to be a magnet of blindsides.
Yeah,
That
because the
hasn't
camera's
happened.
too close and the controls are too slippery. I can't tell where things are half the time.
I don't find the control slippery. Do you mean like the aiming slippery or the movement?
No, moving the camera.
You
I'll be
aiming.
yeah, I know you can,
think-
dude. I know you can swing it. I'm not stupid.
I meant tweak it.
I did tweak it to max sensitivity so I can actually move it quickly. However, the problem is, I'm walking around, no enemy in sight, or I'm fighting another enemy, and then something comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And when I try and swivel around to get it, it doesn't turn fast enough, or the enemy's somewhere else now.
The camera controls are not natural.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
You can't say they are. I'm sorry.
No,
It's just-
yeah, I do admit it, but I got used to it.
They became natural to me.
Dude, I'm on
you
mission
get-
15 and I'm still
you
having
get used
problems.
to it. You get used to it, but it's very unorthodox.
Yeah.
And it's still not perfect. It's too slippery and blech.
It is at times, but I still got used to it. I'm sorry.
I mean, I like the aiming with the touch screen. It's just I'm sort of having trouble imagining sort of an aiming with being able to aim at the touch screen, turn the camera with one analog.
Yeah.
No,
stick,
this is
and-
what.
and then
No.
move.
This is how you do it. Assuming this is on the
This
Wii
is
U,
how
based on
you
what we
do
know
it.
of the controller. Left analog stick to move pit. Right analog stick to move the aiming reticule. L1 to, I don't know, melee weapons, because if you have more buttons, you can have more variety in the combat.
Yeah.
R1 to shoot, L2 and R2 to rotate the camera.
Rotate. This is exciting.
So I think that would work perfectly.
Yay.
So you can, still aim while you rotate the camera.
I just think that aiming with the touchscreen would be faster than aiming the reticule with a control stick, but that's just me.
Depending on how you set it. Because you can set the analog stick to max sensitivity and it can move around real quick.
Yeah, but I think it would be a little bit more clunky with an analog stick.
I don't think so.
As opposed to just aiming where you want to. I think
at that point you're getting into the whole PC gaming versus console gaming.
I mean,
debate.
there's no reason. I mean, with the Wii U's controller, there's no reason you couldn't do both. But
yeah,
I mean, with the Wii U controller, you could set it so that the pointer on the normal Wii remote could do it.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm saying you could potentially do it both.
Yeah, personally, I'm more fond of touchscreen aiming than I am with using the right analog stick to aim the reticle, because I mean that's old-fashioned when you think about it. But it's one of the reasons why I love Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition so much, because you're aiming manually yourself. I loved Prime 3's Wii controls, and I loved any first-person shooter on the PC where you're using mouse to control the
first-person shooters are
PC seems to hate my computer. They always lag.
First-person shooters are one thing where essentially the right analog stick, quote unquote, is the camera control as well.
Yeah.
So that's a different thing. I'm more talking about specifically with Kid Icarus. I would prefer an analog stick / rotate camera left and right on L2, R2.
It's just a rotating the camera, definitely, yes.
Well, yeah.
Just because I find aiming and swiveling the camera on the same thing too finicky.
Well, it's just like my perfect control scheme requires me to have 3 thumbs, which just
that too. Or
unless if I want a man named Inigo Montoya after me, that's not possible.
Yeah, just become Adrian Brody in The Pianist and grow an extra finger.
The fuck?
Six fingers. I know a man who's looking for you. Oh, now I'm getting sent to the Dungeon of Despair.
Geez, not. I shouldn't be grossed out because I've seen a lot weirder shit.
We watch anime. We've always seen weirder shit.
And Tumblr.
I don't go on Tumblr.
I like Tumblr.
I like it too.
I don't have a Tumblr.
It's okay. It's a little complicated. I was a little skeptical, but then Kelsey kind of talked me into it. Yes, Kelsey, I'm mentioning you again.
Yeah, so anything else to say on Kid Icarus Uprising?
Johnny, you still haven't picked a favorite track. Dark Pit ground theme, Dark Pit flight theme, or Dark Pit boss theme?
Why? Dark Pit!
I'm ignoring you. All I can say is...
No, you have to specify. Boss, flight, or ground.
I'm not saying anything.
Pit.
Shut your whore mouth. Anyway.
I'm just going to leave it anonymous and say Dark Pit. So there.
With this game release, bring on Smash Brothers 4.
Okay,
because that's what I really want to hear about this point. Because you said it right there. As soon as Kid Icarus Uprising is finished development, you're working on the next Smash Brothers. So bring on the next Smash Brothers, please.
Speaking of, Sakurai decided to troll my mailbox, my email box.
He sent emails to certain people.
Yeah, it's like if you get the Club Nintendo newsletter, which I do because it has the
one
download.
with Icarus?
No, it's like it has the Club Nintendo newsletter has the download stuff, has the downloadable games released every week. They sent out an email called something to Super Smash Brothers fans, a message from Masahiro Sakurai, and I'm like, Smash 4 information, and then Sakurai's like, hey guys, I made Smash Brothers. I also made Kid Icarus. Bye, Kid Icarus.
Thanks,
Sakurai.
I don't think I got that one.
I mean, the only thing he really mentioned was that he found it kind of funny that because of Smash Brothers, he got to work on Kid Icarus.
Yeah. Geez, I must have not gotten that email. I gotta see this.
Well, I'm not signed up for the newsletter, so.
Yeah,
I'm in
Sakurai, you're a fucking troll.
I've seen a lot of more trolls.
Well, let's just hope that trollingness, that's a word now, doesn't appear at this year's E3, because I really want to see something for the next Smash Brothers now.
We all do.
I'm so goddamn excited.
Otherwise, Tumblr is going to have a field day.
Sort of trailer.
If not a trailer, a teaser, something of the sort. I don't know. You could just show a picture of the next Smash Brothers.
Just a logo, for all I care.
Yeah, I really couldn't care. Like some kind of name, or I don't know. With this game's out now, that's all I'm thinking about at this point.
Please.
From Nintendo, anyway.
Yeah.
And be good.
No, just make it good online, for the love of fuck.
I
Well,
think
that's
that's
sort of what I was
think
worried.
yeah.
That's sort of what I wanted to check out about Kid Icarus. I wanted to see how well the online worked, but I can't connect.
I've heard good things about it. I've heard it really doesn't lag that much unless things
Yeah, it
get
doesn't.
really hectic.
It's just
Yeah.
like I wanted to try it out for myself, but I have not been able to connect to my school's internet with my 3DS. Well, no,
I haven't tried it yet, but
I
again,
have.
I've heard. How is it?
I've had the online where you're fighting everybody.
yeah.
Like I said, I got my butt kicked by a bunch of people.
Well, just like how well would
in
it
terms
run?
in terms of connectivity, is there was
Oh,
any
it
lag?
connects fine. It's like it doesn't lag as much. In fact, I forgot moments that I was actually playing online because it plays just as fluidly as Kid Icarus. The main story, I mean.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
I know that multiplayer is sort of a big part of it because I can only imagine certain weapon types like cannons and claws and clubs being. I can only
I
imagine.
don't see clubs
Like,
being useful
okay,
ever.
I think the only lagging time is when, like you said, when shit is getting real, like a bunch of explosions and shit. Because holy shit.
Yeah, like I said, I've heard that it only gets bad if things get really, really hectic.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just. I want to know how the online plays, just like from a gameplay perspective, because I want to see if any of the more unorthodox weapon types become useful in that situation.
I will register
I
you all as. I want to register you all as friends then, so we could duke it out and see for ourselves.
Well, then what if I could connect?
Again, I don't see clubs ever being useful.
I never lie.
This is a long-range fighting game. It's not meant for clubs.
Well,
Yeah.
that might actually be the reason why clubs are useful. Nobody's expecting it, so nobody can come up with a counter.
Yeah.
Here's
my
an
God.
idea. Here's an idea. Run away from them and just shoot them from afar.
No, no, because apparently some of them do have rectiles. Because when I tried doing that, all of a sudden the fucker.
Yeah, but they're so
comes up to
fucking
me and
slow
bites
and obvious.
Well, every
No,
weapon
no.
has a projectile attack, because
No,
otherwise you wouldn't be
okay.
able to
Oh
play
my
the
God.
air sections.
I just remembered one. Oh my God! I don't know who this fucker is, but no matter where I go, there is this one club that shoots this motherfucking like projectile. That's not just a projectile. It's just this big, huge, giant ball of skyscrapers, and it's huge, and it goes all over. And if it touches you, you're pretty much dead.
The Katamari Damacy Weapon of Doom? What?
It's called. It was like a skyscraper club. I forget what it was called.
Oh, I think I've gotten that weapon. I fused it immediately.
Yeah, 'cause,
My goodness,
again,
it was
clubs.
like, it just killed me. I'm just like, how the fuck does a club cost that much?
Yeah,
I
but
will stick with arrows, staffs, and blades. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
well, I mean, I can imagine the claws being useful in
Yes, they are.
just because you can move faster, so that you can close on enemies for a melee combo.
Sorry, evil laugh.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, I'm gonna get a bunch of comments saying I'm being awkward again. Oh, bells.
So yeah, something finally replaced Gerudo Valley and acoustic guitar for me.
Woo!
Yeah, top 3 acoustic guitar pieces. Well, actually,
From gaming.
yeah, Gerudo Valley's up there. Also, even though I haven't played the game, the Coliseum from Symphony of the Night's really good too. There needs to be a guitar cover of that online, because nobody's
Oh,
done.
I'm sure there is.
No,
It's
I've looked.
CG. What's his name? CG. What's his name? Like, there's this really good guitar guy that does a lot of guitar, like rock and roll kind of thing. He does a lot of renditions of Nintendo songs in rock and roll, and it sounds actually pretty cool.
If you're looking for a good remix of the Symphony of the Night Coliseum thing, the song is called Wandering Ghosts. I'm pretty sure you can find one easily on YouTube. Personally, nothing beats the original, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really do like that musical
I'm picky
piece.
with. I like almost anything.
So yeah, my top 3 are probably Gerudo Valley, Dark Pit's Flight theme, and Wandering Ghost.
I have to listen to it again so I can see which one's my favorite. No, I'm not gonna. Nope, Ted. It's not Dark Pit. Dark Pit. Dark Pit.
It's Dark Pit.
Well, I'm talking to just mostly from tracks from this game. Like the only main level theme that even comes close is the jazzy Arum bass theme.
I gotta look back.
What about the first level?
The ground theme?
No, the flight one.
The flight
The remix
theme?
of the main theme.
Yeah.
Sorry
Actually,
to
my
keep you
favorite.
waiting. flies.
Well, actually, my favorite flight theme so far is the one where they remix the Reaper theme. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum ba bum.
Oh, you mean the Medusa Bell?
Yeah, no, the Chapter 4 flight's my favorite flight theme. What do you think's more scary, by the way, the Reaper 8-bit theme when it sees you, or the Spooky Ghost 8-bit theme?
Spooky Ghost.
Spooky Ghost from
Kid Icarus.
The
ghost heads return and they have the 8-bit theme.
Yeah, if they touch you, you get killed in one hit. Hold on. I think they're called horns.
I'll have to look at it until
I find the Reapers more funny than scary. Because they spaz out like idiots and it goes.
What the fuck is that guy's problem?
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell?
Less intimidating when it's in a 3D plane. When it's 3D than when it's in 2D. Because when it's in 2D, it spots you and it starts raping your shit.
No, it just spazzes out and it's hilarious.
Well, it does spaz out, but then
it sends out little things, but I found them easy enough to kill.
Yeah. And it was kind of hard to kick his ass. I'm like, dude, get off my back!
So how about that eggplant wizard?
He didn't show up as much as I thought he would.
No. Well, he gets replaced by Tempura Wizard later on.
Well, I mean, yeah, Tempura Wizard only shows up a few times, too. I guess they just didn't want to overexpose him, I think, was the idea.
I guess.
Yeah.
He is, like, the most famous enemy from the game just because he turns into an eggplant. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, what? And he's like, I just love how he's like, I had to be in the hospital for weeks. They even named the hospital after me.
Hospital? Get it?
Yeah. But it's like, well, you don't have hospitals in this game. Oh, shit, what do I do? Calm down. It's like, calm down. I'll just turn you back. Oh, thank God. So I find it hilariously funny that while sometimes when that dialogue's going on, I'm already turned into an eggplant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's already happened.
Well, I didn't see him the first time because I guess he spawned in a weird corner of the room. I walked in. Whoa, it's an eggplant wizard. What? Where? Turned into an eggplant. Huh?
Suddenly eggplant.
That too. Yeah. What was it? Suddenly Barry on TBS. Very funny.
Suddenly Vegeta.
Oh yes, I did see that with Parasonic. Suddenly Vegeta.
Yeah, actually, the Tempura Wizard's just generally more deadly, because if the Eggplant Lizard just sort of turns you into an eggplant.
Tempura Wizard tries to eat you.
Yeah. Yeah, but when he eats you, it's a one-hit KO, so.
Yeah. Gee, that reminds me of Resident Evil Revelations with that. What the
Mind
fuck
you,
is
how
that
many kids playing the game would know what tempura is?
Well, they say, it looks like a shrimp.
Well, I mean, they would get that he's shrimp, but they don't know what tempura is.
Tempura shrimp.
Tump. Rim shot.
Actually, how many kids do you think bought the game? Because it's like, I saw, it got a lot of advertising from what I saw.
I know.
It comes with cards, which is like a traditional kid thing. Oh my god, playing cards. Children's card game.
I'm pretty sure.
No, I was more surprised when I saw the commercials. I'm like, wait, they put effort into the commercials?
They put a what?
For the first time since what? Smash Brothers 1?
Oh my god. I'm trying to think. I know for a fact that my friend Kelsey's little brother will for sure get Kid Icarus. That guy likes to play every game. Oh my goodness.
I think my brother's gonna get Kid Icarus. He likes playing as Pit a lot in Smash Brothers, so I heard a lot of
That does raise an interesting question. How many sales of this game are going to be based on people actually recognizing him from Smash Brothers?
I got a feeling that's a majority of the sales.
Yeah, majority.
Yeah, you got the fan base that have been growing up with Kid. Pretty much anybody that's buying Kid Icarus Uprising from the nostalgia factor are people well into their late 30s.
No, what? Hey, I played the original game.
Well,
yeah, I have too, but we're
I think me
and you are in the minority of people of our age group that have played the original Kid Icarus. Anybody else that's buying Kid Icarus Uprising, just because it's a sequel to the other games, are probably people that grew up with the NES in the 80s.
Probably.
I wasn't born at that time.
As far as playing it goes, I'm sure we're the minority.
Everybody else are fan of Pit and Smash Brothers.
As far as playing it goes, I think we're the minority, Johnny. But I'm pretty sure most people, at least in their early to mid 20s, at least knew who Pit was.
Yeah, I knew who it was.
But we have no nostalgia factor with Pit.
Yeah. I'm just saying, at least we would, at least if we saw, I know, I'm just saying, at least if we saw the box and there was no Pit in Smash Bros, we would at least sort of recognize it.
I gotta feel, I'm pretty sure it's Smash Bros. Is what's
Yeah, I kind of have to go with that too, because even though I know
I'm saying, anyone Ted's age or younger is gonna have no idea who he was outside of Smash.
I was about to say, it's like anybody brought in by, I think, like anybody who was brought
in
Pokemon or anything later doesn't know who Pit is.
Anyone under 20.
Everybody in my family apparently, like, even when they were born in that time, they're like, "What?" It's like, dude, nobody in my family likes what I do.
Well, even if you were born in 1980, whatever, when it came out,
I was born in 1981.
By the time you were conscious, by the time you were conscious, Pit had long been forgotten.
Yes. Sort of.
Well,
he was still in Captain N, the Game Master.
Yeah, well, it's just like he wasn't in any games. He wasn't really referenced a whole lot.
What about the Game Boy game?
The Game Boy game came out in '91. So
I was born in '91.
Yeah, we're talking about.
So by the time you were conscious, you probably never would have heard of it under most circumstances.
I didn't even know there was a Game Boy game until Kid Icarus was released on the Virtual Console.
Yeah, I only knew about the Kid Icarus, the really old game from my cousins. Because, my goodness, they had a lot of games brought over from when they were visiting. Like, wow.
So, yeah, Smash Brothers.
Get to it, Sakurai.
I think that's all. He's already working.
Dude,
on
it. Games are usually finished a month to a month and a half before they're actually released to make carts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got.
So he's probably been working on it for a good 2 months by now.
I assume the first thing they're doing is they're getting a preliminary cast list.
Together,
and then they're working on the E3 trailer.
The second Sakurai said he was working on the game, I'm sure he was already working on the very basics.
The moment Smash Bros. Was teased last year.
Yeah. As far as the project working on the game part of it, probably not until Kid Icarus was done.
Yep.
But as far as the design documents, who's going to be in it, what stages are going to be in it, what's the general idea of what you want to do, that was probably done
I'm usually
already.
the type that stays out of the news, so whenever I hear something, I mostly hear it from watching your guys' videos. So, like, when I heard about the E3 and people were pretty much having a fangasm about, Smash Brothers, I'm like, yeah, that's accurate.
Well, the E3 Smash Brothers was such a fucking tease, because Iwata pretty much said Sakurai might be working on Smash Brothers, and that was just about it. He didn't. It's just like, at least give us a logo, guys.
Well, Sakurai didn't even know they were doing that either, just like they did with Brawl.
Well,
and basically he said, "Okay, you want on doing one last one? Don't fucking do that again."
That's pretty much me then. When you just hear a title, I go flipping nuts. Not just Brawl, like Foil and Maggie. Every time I hear anything, I'm like, "Oh my god, yay!" And then it's over.
Well, with Brawl, the first thing I remember seeing, even hearing of Brawl, was the trailer that had Snake in it.
What, 2006?
And Sonic.
Yeah, that was the first I heard of Brawl.
No, the first I heard of Brawl was 2005 when they teased it, but...
Yeah.
Well, I really only started paying attention to gaming news was around that time, so...
Yeah. And I still remember when I first saw that first trailer. What, Snake suddenly from nowhere?
Yeah, same here.
Because I don't know Metal Gear Solid, I'm sorry.
Well, because I know... Go on.
Sorry. It's like when I saw him in the trailer where everything was all awesome, everybody's fighting, and then all of a sudden we got this... I'm just saying in my point of view, we just got this random guy who's talking to his commander, and all of a sudden we just see him pop out of the box. I'm like, what the fuck? Who is
it's just like...
I mean, for everyone
who Snake was.
I knew who everyone was, but...
Yeah, well, that's
Meta Knight, cool, new Kirby player, finally. Hey, Pit out of fucking nowhere, awesome.
Yeah, that's
Wario,
one of the things
finally.
that I saw. That I thought when I saw the trailer. Who the fuck is Pit?
Yeah. No, I remember. I was like,
I remember the fan game. I remember the fan.
Oh wait, he was from that one Game Boy thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
Well, the fangasm for Pit probably would have been bigger if Snake wasn't there.
Yeah.
I think.
Since Meta Knight and Wario were pretty expected. Not so much Meta Knight, but another Kirby character, anyways.
I don't like
Wario was pretty much expected to be in the game.
Yeah.
And seriously, Sam was just kind of odd, but
it was. I didn't expect her to be her own character.
Yeah.
I like
but then Pit out of fucking nowhere, the second reveal, it's like, yay, old character returns.
Well, I gotta wonder what the ratio on that was. Yay, Pit versus who the fuck is Pit? I gotta wonder how many people. If you're online, if you're following gaming news and following it, odds are if you're a hardcore gamer following it, you at least have some idea who Pit is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like I said, when I saw Pit, I first was, what? But then I was like, oh, he's that kid from that one game with the angels, and you're shooting arrows and shit. And flying around. That's what I called him before I realized his name was Pit. I'm like, oh, he's still from that one game.
So when does Kid Icarus actually show up in Uprising anyway?
Uh-huh.
So how does Metroid do what he does?
Yeah, I mean, Zelda gets to save the princess all the time.
Let Pit do it. Oh, wait, he can't fly. Sorry.
Yeah, so do you have anything left to say on the game?
I want your friend codes now, Gnomes.
I can't get online.
Eventually.
I at least want your code so I can have it later.
Eventually.
I don't care enough.
Damn it.
Eventually.
What do I have to do to make you care?
Johnny, your apathy holds no bounds.
I will draw you fan art. I'll spew more fan art. Instead of the money joke, I'm spewing fan art in the screen.
I'm throwing art at it, but it's doing nothing.
Literally, it's doing nothing.
Understand my expression.
Please.
So you have nothing else to say.
I guess not. Kid Icarus, good game. Go get it.
Good, get it now.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, wait. Sorry, wrong thing.